Hey guys, I'm Morthadon, and we are back for Doctor Stone Season 3, Episode 17. So, last time we had Ibera figure out about the earring, put it on, and could hear the people talking, which is, I didn't really talk about, like, if he really doesn't know of anything, that must have been, like, pretty crazy for him in that moment. Like, obviously he adapted real quick, but after the fact, I would have been sitting there like, damn, I mean, I guess he has a device that can turn people to stone, but if he really is just of this village and not like of this group of people who don't know anything about what the past used to be, just having like a device where you can like hear voices through it must have been pretty wild. So um but yeah, he heard the plan, executed his own plan, took off on the ship, and but now the Kingdom of Science has their own plan. We have a handful of them storming the ship just to create chaos, while the other group of them frantically puts the pieces. Well, they didn't know that the statue was broken when they got there, but when they got there, they saw that it was broken of the leader. Put it back together, bring it to the ship, I think, and show everyone that their leader was turned to stone and Ibra has been lying to you to try to turn the islanders on Ibra. So, yeah, I'm excited to see what is probably going to be a very chaotic episode. I just imagine we're gonna have like a Scooby-Doo-esque running around this ship frantically for like the people who aren't good fighters, like Senku and stuff, just like doing random shit. They have home field advantage. They know the ship probably better than these guys do, so just run around it and create chaos. So I think it's gonna be pretty fun. Let's jump into it and see. We're gonna start here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now. That's a good amount of dudes. Magma. Power team. Magma, you are chaos. Oh man. Looking forward to this episode. Hope it's a goodie. I'm like, I talked last week, I believe, about my sleeping and not doing well with it recently. I've been doing a little better, but I'm back to my normal recording time rather than the earlier one where I was wide awake. So I'm like, I'm a little bit tired, but I actually am pretty awake right now. I have a feeling by the end of this episode, though, I'll probably be tired for my next one. Joker. Interesting title. I'm gonna write that one down. Oh shit. This is a few people getting thrown off the ship. Or are they jumping off because they're scared? Oh, does he have backup? Oh shit. Is that gonna work? Oh my god! That's crazy. All 50. Oh my god, they're all booking it. Yep. I think the first shooting scared some. Oh, Moz is here. Damn. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh man, wow, before he could fire. Well, Yo's a goner. Oof. Oh, Kinro. Oh man. Freaking Moz. Just turn this around instantly. He's like rip the door open like a crazy man. Jesus. Well, we still have the other team. I knew Senku had to have had a plan. Oh! That's Hyoga! Yeah. Oh my god, we're releasing them. The Joker. Do they have a weapon for him, though? He didn't do much without the weapon. Is Homer in there, too? Oh, there he is. Oh, well, not the exact weapon he uses, but... Yep. Oh, he's realizing that they can do that. Yep. Uh. Ooh. He's booking it. Oh, Magma just got bodied. Yeah, because what's his face is broken. He's gonna head here, isn't he? Smart. He put that together real quick. Yep. Again. Just. Oh my god. Her face. No, no, Nikki. No. Oh shit. Highly of your filthiness. Hmm. Still on that shit, huh? Yep. Just giving him an answer. Man, I didn't think Maz would. Ooh, I don't think that's what Maz is into. I mean, what Hyoga's interested in. It is. Yep. Ibera's gonna be here soon. Oh, he's still on the ship. Oh, Kirasame's here. Is he just gonna freeze the ship after he gets off? Petrify them. I guess it wasn't directed at him, so he was able to dodge easily. Oh, gives him his weapon back. Cocky Maz. What happened to Kirasame and Ibera? Hmm. Okay. Oh shit. Just like that? Or can he get back up? Question is, we didn't get to see. Homura was right next to him in the cell, and Senku just kind of tossed it in there, right? So, is... Oh, he is staying on the boat and going to the island. Yeah. Mm, the master's wishes. Oh. Oh. So she's probably more loyal to the master than most people are. So we really need Kirasame to see. Ah, she's doubting it without even seeing the master as a statue. What bad timing. Uh-oh. Oh, so you can tell it arrange. Oh, it's gonna get Kirasame. Yo. Oh, is he gonna save Kirasame, maybe? Maybe not. I thought Arashi was gonna come in. Interesting. Man, she might go down too deep to ever get her back. Was that the gun? Oh shit! Yo. Yo came back? Oh my god, right through the hand. Oh, he's in the water. Oh, oh my god, yo. Battery? Obstruction? Something. What a great cop. Oh! Yeah, get it. Nice. Yeah, buddy. I've I've been waiting for Ibera to finally lose his shit. Oh, that's it. Damn. Alright, so we have Hyoga, the Joker, back. I guess Joker refers to the card in the deck. Like, he basically pulled out the wild card, essentially. Um, but I mean, unless he gets up again, he was knocked down pretty hard by Maz. I don't know if that fight's over yet, but I guess he's just a Hyoga's just a future problem at this point. But it distracted Maz enough for them to get off the boat. Pretty interesting that he's able to command a range and an amount of time that it like stays active. So I wonder if that device could be the one that petrified Earth then, if someone said like the size of Earth, right? Alrighty, guys, that is it for episode 17. Um, but yeah, with that device being able to command a size and an amount of time it stays active, it's possible that that it is. I was wondering how he's gonna do the whole island. So he must have already said roughly the size of the island. Um, into it, and then was gonna give it to Arashi to go suicide in there and do that. But I also like that Ibro was earlier on in the episode. He saw the statues in that cage. He saw Senku throw that in, and one of the statues came alive. So then he also recognized Ryusui, who was also a statue and broken, and he was put back together and back alive. So that was Ibro's moment of being like, "Oh shit," like this is a problem. Um, he doesn't know the extent of what you're able to. He probably thought that they'd be able to bring the master back, but because of the extensive damage of deterioration that's already been done over the course of time, they can't. But excuse me. Um, but I like how quickly he deduced, like, okay, this is a problem. That means people can come back. I need to get out of here because that means that even the pieces that I left behind are a danger. I thought he was going to be getting on the boat real quick, but I guess instead he just continued with his original plan of petrify the whole island. So, uh, but but yeah, so that was interesting. Hyoga being back, obviously I mentioned it already, fighting Maz and all that as a distraction. I like how Senku, I don't know what Senku was trying to say when he said, like, he's never been that courteous when talking about leaving them, like, to get out of Hyoga's way, right? I think it was mainly just not having faith that Hyoga could win, maybe, and just taking off, but he needs to make something on the island, and he needs something from the island to make it. So I'm curious what it is he's gonna work on making. Yo came in clutch for once, where, he kind of scuffed it on Maz. Like, I understand it was probably anime time and everything, but it felt like he should have had ample time to shoot Maz, but instead I don't know that he hesitated or Maz was just that fast, maybe, I don't know. But whatever it was, Yo didn't get a chance to pull the trigger, and Maz knocked him into the water, but he managed to come out of the water, which I'm surprised that gun still works after it had been in the water. Like, because it's only, like, packed in there with, like, gunpowder with, like, a ball bearing kind of in front of it, right? That's, like, how it works. You would think the water would wash away the gunpowder that's inside. It would, like, get into those crevices, maybe. But I don't know how it's constructed, and I don't know what happens if gunpowder gets wet. I don't know if it would still function or not. Even, like, maybe the gunpowder was still in there, but it's a TV show, so who cares? But he managed to take a good shot while floating in the water, pretty good aim, and hit the hand holding the device, and he dropped it overboard, and Yo was able to get it. So Yo is now in possession of the Medusa, which is huge. If he just, like, swims to shore or something right now, we are in, like, a major advantage. Although, we do have to be careful that he doesn't just take the ship from us. Like, granted, a lot of his people jumped overboard, so he might not even have the people to control the sails and everything at this point. That was also really funny how they came in and just Magma was taking some shots, was scared some of them. Pretty sure some were already jumping overboard just from those shots. And then they got on board and they're like, "Oh, somebody saw you. How many of these are, sorcerers and everything?" And then they do that one firework shot that they did, which was wild as well. And everyone there's like, "Oh," and so many of them jumped overboard there. It was pretty funny. So, but But yeah, at least the people on the ship that heard and were able to recognize now know Kirasame sank to the bottom. It looked pretty deep, but maybe one of them will be able to dive down deep enough to save her. Um, she seemed the most loyal to the previous master, so I think there's a good chance she'll just be on our side if we break her out of stone. Um, or at least the side of the master, and maybe Soya's if she's able to recognize the familial connection and stuff like that, which pretty much puts her on our side. It was pretty sad seeing like her realize like like thinking back to the master and how nice he was and stuff like that, and then thinking here to what Ibra's asking, and then she had her doubts for maybe the first time. Maybe she's had some doubts before but never acted on them. Um, but but yeah, I like that she kind of figured it out on her own without needing everyone to be like, "Hey, look, he's stone." She was like, "Is this really what the master would want? Like, I met him as a kid, and he was a pretty cool dude, and you do not seem like a cool dude, my friend." So yeah, I'm glad she managed to figure it out. So, but too bad that she turned to stone. I hope we can recover her. I hope. I mean, Senku's goal is to save everyone, right? So maybe that's gonna include. I wonder how many people got washed away and are on the bottom of the ocean, though. Like just in the world, not just on this island or anything, but they threw a lot of people into the water, but yeah, unfortunately, there's going to be a lot of people that Senku isn't going to be able to save because, like the Master, they deteriorated over time. Parts of them broke off and then got so deteriorated that they can't be put back on. So, but Senku's going to save as many as he can. So, uh, what else? Is there anything else? I feel like I covered most of the things I wanted to talk about. Let's see. Yo shooting the hand, getting the Medusa. We got that. Commanding it to be like 1 meter 1 second is very interesting. It's also interesting that maybe they did it like as a way to help because he did say it in English, but that it had like the video game stuff pop up again saying 1 meter 1 second. I thought that was interesting. But yeah, I mean the whole like Gen trying to figure out like what to say to convince Hyoga was pretty funny. Just like him being like, "Oh, go pretend you love him, Nikki. You're the only girl here." It's like poor Nikki being the romantic of the group, being like, "Oh, I have to save those words." We do see Homura. We do see Homura in there not moving at all. But it's so shadowed that I almost can't tell if it's just the darkness of the little doghouse she's in, or if she actually is stone and that's why it's so dark. But after Hyoga is released, I see Homura in there not moving, so there's probably a good chance that Homura is still stone, but I think that could be a really cool reveal next episode, is that, like, with Hyoga being down after getting hit by him, maybe Homura comes out and does some kind of fancy acrobatic moves and maybe either distracts or gets a hit in on Maz, even though it probably wouldn't do too much. Because I don't think she's like super physically strong to land a really hard hit, but it could be interesting if she comes in with some of her moves, and it seems like she's very much into Hyoga, right? So she doesn't want to see him go down. I don't know. It could be interesting. I'm not taking it out of the realm of possibility. I think there's a very good chance that it could happen. But seems at the time of being in jail all this time, like, because they weren't stone that whole time, right? they were in jail on the island for like the whole year that it took them to build this ship, right? So they only recently turned to stone when the device got used on the boat and everyone else got turned to stone. So all that time, and he still has not changed his mind at all. He hasn't just given up and caved into the idea of Senku's plan. He still wants his own plan of having a selection and only releasing the people who are not filthy. So, oh, good old Hyoga. I was hoping that maybe like sometime in jail he'd just like accept his fate and all that. But anyway, I think that's it for me, guys. Very good episode. I enjoyed it quite a bit. Can't wait to see what more comes out of this. I'm really looking forward to, like, I'm enjoying the fight and the craziness and all this is going on, but I'm kind of excited to sit down and question Ibara after he's been defeated and try and learn where he got this device from, because that's still, like, obviously early on I wanted to know, like, who the master is, but it's just a ancestor of Soya's, and like that's fine and all, it makes sense. And he's stone and all that, and you know, that makes sense as well. Ibra is really controlling things, but I really want to know how the hell the device got here. Because it doesn't seem like Ibra knows of like future technology. It's like he's witnessing it all for the first time, at least so far, that's what it seems. So I don't think he's the one that came here with the device to this island from wherever. Also, it's interesting that English was used. You know, I guess it was like South America, so it might be more likely that the device uses English rather than Japanese when commanding like a range and all that. But um but yeah, that's really like my big thing is I really wonder how it got here. So I guess maybe we'll find out before the end of the season. I hope we do. You know, even if it just builds up the mystery of South America, like if it's like some guy roamed through, you know, and gave us this or something like that. I don't know, but yeah, I guess I guess we'll see, maybe within the coming episodes. What do we have left? Like 6 episodes? 5 episodes left after this one. So, yeah, that's gonna be it for me, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Hit that subscribe button if you enjoyed. Check out my Patreon if you want to see more. Links in the description below. Should be popping up on the screen. And I'll see you guys in my future reactions. Bye-bye.